Okay, you can hear me? Huh?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, okay, okay. Why is your picture
I can hear you.
paused now? Okay. I say no wahala. Welcome to our life. Can you hear me?
Hear you, sir.
Okay, I say welcome to
I can hear you, sir.
the university. Once you graduate, there should be job waiting for you, which in some developed countries it happened that way. But looking at Nigeria as it is today, whereby we don't have that kind of uh, we don't have that kind of government, or our system is not built that way, that after school you automatically get something. So there is need for
Speak
youth
out, sir.
to go
Speak
into.
out, sir. Speak out.
Okay, I say in our society today, whereby it is not guarantee after school that someone will get a job as it is always as it is. So now vocational skill, which is skill acquisition, is a way in which government can uh, empower the youth empower the youth to see that people don't waste their time waiting for government, but they can by themselves start up something. So this is one of the reasons why this discussion comes into place. So we'll be government and about skill. We're actually talking about um, some skill that we can actually learn, whether like maybe barber, tailoring, plumbing. These are skills that we can actually learn, whether you are a graduate or not. But I will want to hear from you before uh, I start throwing my question. What do you feel is vocational training, or what do you feel is skills acquisition from your end?
Okay. If I can hear you correctly, it is important that as youth we are being empowered vocationally. And hope you can hear me loud and clear.
Yes, I
Okay,
can hear
good.
you. You can go
It
on.
is better we are empowered. In, it has not become a yardstick that the youth of this generation are scared of learning or acquiring. Now, if there is a difference between you be empowered and you be ready to be empowered. You can be empowered and not ready to be empowered. I don't know if you can hear me, sir.
Okay.
So,
Yes, I
things.
can hear you.
So it is important that vocational is needed and empowerment is necessary, very, very necessary. Now, looking at the country we found out today, if you don't have an hand job or doing, you can't feed yourself. Can't feed yourself. And I will always advise students or people that it's important for you to learn something, have something to. If you are able to acquire that skill and be able to be a master in that skill, you can empower people. You can teach people. Like what you mentioned, you made mention of Baba. You made mention of other good skill acquisition.
Yeah.
So it is important that even if you are a grad, a first class graduate at that, you must have something doing. You must learn. Now, I know very you served you served Nigeria not quite long at the National Youth Service Corps, and I believe that you are familiar with Said, and you understood what Said stood for. Said was the basic necessity of Said is to teach you and make you empowered. So they teach you and they look for you to make sure that you are empowered for you to also teach others. So it is necessary that as Nigerians or as a Nigerian youth, you must learn a skill. You must learn a skill. And also, we shouldn't allow all these political to use that as a yardstick to derail us. Because the reason why these people see this as a yardstick is because you don't have the skill. If you have a skill, I promise you, you can be empowered. And listen, and you can also get the right empowerment if you are ready. Most people are empowered, but they are not ready. And that is why they squander opportunities given to them. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, sir. I'm done, sir. Okay, sir. If I can hear you, if I can hear you correctly, on this note, we should understand that government should create a skill acquisition center, they have already, which I believe they have already. A skill
Yeah.
acquisition center should be created in each state, should be. And I believe that some states have it. And I know of a state that train every year. And after the training, they empower them. They give them that
Okay.
thing that they were trained with. So if are being trained or you are ready to be trained, there is no how. that you can't get empowered. But the thing is our government ready to empower the youth? That is one thing that we should first of all ask. I know this is not a political discussion, but there is no how we will not discuss our youth empowerment without bringing our leaders into this.
Yeah, that's
Can
the
you hear
main
me, sir?
focus. Yeah,
Yes,
that's the main
we must
focus of
definitely
this
bring them
discussion.
into discussion. And it is also necessary that even if you train a youth or a citizen in a nation, it is important that you give them something doing, sponsor their business, invest in their business. That is also a way of empowerment.
Yeah,
Now,
like
let
like
us
you just,
make this little, yes, sir. Let us make this little
like
example, sir.
okay, continue.
Let us make
Okay,
this
continue.
little example. Now, I am a youth and I am into design. Okay, let's use you as an example. You are into design, you design and you print, right? Design and you
Yeah.
print. Now, it is important that people who know you, they know that you design and you print, they should what patronize you. True of us.
Yes. True.
Now, how can you be empowered if the people that are to if the people that are supposed to patronize you are not patronizing you? You can't be empowered. You can't get that basic necessity or that basic
Okay.
need that you need at that moment. Why?
Okay.
Because you are not being empowered. Now, you can't start a business without funds. You need funds to start business. Now,
Yes.
how can you start that business when the government are not doing something tangible to make you empowered? Sir, you can learn a, like I said before, you can learn a skill. It is good to acquire skills. It is good to have something doing. But
Yes.
how can you get empowered? If you don't have money, you can't be empowered. You need money for investment. So that is where empowerment is at. So the youth of Nigeria need investment. They need people to invest in their business. I know of a young guy that invents little cars. The Nigerian government has never one day called him and tell him, let us empower you. Let us help you. Let us help you to chase your dreams. But no, sir, you can learn a skill and not be empowered. See, no company wants to sponsor a struggling business. I don't know if you can hear me, sir. No company
Okay.
wants to
Yes.
sponsor
Yes.
a struggling business. No company wants to sponsor a struggling business. Now, how can a company sponsor you when you don't have sponsor? Nobody wants to invest in in a company that has no drive. So that is the government comes in.
Okay.
Sir, be audible, sir. Be audible, sir.
Okay. The
I
main
can't hear
focus
you,
of
sir.
this
Please be
discussion is
audible.
how government.
Yes, I can hear you now.
Yes, I said the main focus of this discussion now empower the youth because, like you said, it's not all about acquiring a skill. Yeah, it's the empowerment because you can as you did not learn anything because you made mention of a state that empower youth yearly. Now I also know of a state in Nigeria that also do this key acquisition for their youth and do is after the skill acquisition, they are being given certificates. What are they doing with that certificate? They are not being empowered. This is where the government actually need to come in, because you can't teach somebody something and at the end you are giving that person a certificate. What is that person using that certificate for? To testify that he actually learned that skill. But what about that person starting up that thing he or she have learned? Because we the discussion we cannot have from government. That to invest in that business. What to do to see that they can monitor that on that thing.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
Yes, what I believe the government should do first of all is firstly they should try to make this skill position compulsory for each youth in their state or the country in general. It should be a necessity, something that every youth should acquire first of all. Then secondly, after training them, they should sponsor them. They should sponsor. By
Okay.
sponsoring them, you are empowering them. Now,
Yeah.
let's use the system of trading. In the Igbo system of trading, a child or a young person is expected to serve his master for at least maybe a period of years, maybe 10, 20 years. And after that period, that guy has served his master that business or understood that business. After that period, he's being what empowered, he's being settled to go and what in his own, to go and start his own.
Yes.
You understand me, sir? That is what the
Yes,
government
sir.
doing. They should invest, give them something, empower them. If, for example, someone was taught cyber security, it is important that the state or government incubate this person, inculcate. We have cybercrime in Nigeria. You inculcate into it. By so doing, you have empowered them. You understand, sir? By so
Okay.
doing, you have
Yeah.
empowered them. If there are some who learned, also sorry, who designing, you give them machines. Look for a shop for them. You, as the government, be the first beneficiary. Allow them to sew your clothes. Be their first. That is another form of empowerment. If somebody acquire a skill as an auto mechanic, it is the duty of the government. It is the duty of the government that to that set of persons work on their cars. Let them be their personal mechanic. I don't know if you understand me, sir. Let them be
Yes, I
their personal
understand.
mechanic. You are empowering them. And you're also supporting their business. See, let me use this state as an example, sir. It is recently that the state governments are now supporting the individuals who are. It is recently. Sir, I
Okay.
base in Kano. I stay in Kano for now. Whatever thing that is done in Kano, even to printing, everything is done here. It does not go out. It does not go to Lagos. It does. Everything is within Kano. They support and empower their own. But design in Edo, maybe you hear that is somebody in Lagos. And whereas we have good people, we have good, we have good news. I don't want to mention names. You are also part of them who does good designs. We still have other persons that does good designs. It is support our own. And also talking about
Yeah.
certificates, seen different times whereby the government we organize seminar and give certificates. Sir, it is good to give certificates. True, very very good. What happens after that certificate? What happens? Do you sponsor them? Now, we saw in news differently that a state government empowered some with wheelbarrow. Sir, don't need wheelbarrow empowerment. Era of wheelbarrow
And
empowerment is
maybe
over.
maybe that's what the state youth actually need. You know, you cannot.
Sir, the reason why all these things are happening is because they have seen us, they have seen the citizens as people that they can please. They have seen the citizens as people that they can please.
Actually,
That is why they are doing all this kind of a thing. Can you empower a youth with wheelbarrow?
see that, but you actually
How can you empower a youth for class and shovel?
eh,
Yes, yes.
and the youth cannot actually doing that wheelbarrow or so. Then you know that
Okay. Sure. Mr. Joshua,